24 hours or while supplies last. Well, today we're bringing you a gorgeous bronzer from BECCA. We're pairing it with the Halfmoon brush, something that so many people love and covet and that BECCA is known for. It's a $63 value that today we are giving you for just $34.40. And because today we have 6 payments on everything in our show, you can actually get it home for $5.73. Now I want to show you there are 3 different shades that you can choose from in your bronzer. Right over here, this one is called your Ipanema Sun. It's your darkest bronzer, and look at how beautiful that is. That's probably going to work for anybody who's a tan to deep shade. Right over here in the center, this is called Bronzed Bondi, like Bondi Beach. That's perfect for the mediums and the tans out there. Anybody that would normally buy a medium or a tan, you're going to get that. And then last but not least, check this out, guys. This is your Capri Coast. If you're a light to a medium shade, you're gonna pick that Capri Coast. But either way, you need a bronzer this time of year. It comes with the fabulous brush, and you're getting it home for $5.73 on a credit card. So now's the time to pick this up, and let's see it in action, right? Because one thing we love about our Beauty IQ steals is that this is gonna be a product that we're going to actually use all summer long. So Alicia, show us how we're using this.
So we have 3 gorgeous shades. Let me tell you, like, I've been in the industry for a long time. I've worked for some mega brands. Literally, BECCA knocked it out of the park when they introduced this beautiful bronzer, because it's not only skin tone correct, so we have 3 shades, which I'll walk you through shortly of who's for what, but the texture is so creamy. And the consistency when it's on the skin never looks muddy, never looks heavy. It just looks kissed by the sun, which is why we call them sunlit. Because it not only mimics the texture and the color of the sun kissing the skin, but it has a little bit of dimension. So it has a little bit of iridescence just to give that beautiful texture back to the skin so it never looks matte and flat. And these are really inspired by exotic destinations around the world, which is why you hear Ipanema, Capri, Bondi, because it's about really sophisticated bronzer. It's not your college girl bronzer, and no hate to the college girls, because I was one too, but this is a this is a grown girl bronzer. So let me just show you how I love to apply it. I'm gonna start with me first. So we have 3 shades, Capri Coast. I would say this is the lighter. You're gonna see me apply this to Megan. That's really for our light to medium skin tone. Then we get to Bronze Bondi. This is for our medium to tan. And then you're gonna see on me and Katya the deepest shade, which is Ipanema Sunset. So this is what I'm gonna apply live.
Okay.
So when you get bronzer home, what I want you to expect is first touch it. It is so creamy and soft. This is a professional grade bronzer, so you don't have to be heavy-handed. So you're getting this professional grade sculpting brush. I want you to see how rich and dense and luxe this brush is.
It feels like mink.
Isn't it amazing? This will do the work for you. And this is really going to sculpt the skin with warmth. So you get this brush with this bronzer. Notice I'm just gently kissing the brush into the bronzer. I'm not getting in there, okay? Because that's gonna be pretty powerful. The next thing I want you to do is imagine there's a big 3 on the side of my face here. And what we're going to do is sculpt the skin with warmth. So I want to start with the forehead. We're going to apply where the sun would naturally kiss. Do you see how I just did that 3 shape? So here we go, in and out. And what that's going to do is start to create some dimension and warmth onto the complexion in the most natural looking way. And by sweeping and buffing, you won't get that heavy bronzer look. As a deeper skin tone, I've always used to be deathly afraid of bronzers. So I was like, well, 1, you'll never see it. But then 2, when I did try deeper bronzers, it just looked muddy. What I love is these are calibrated with a beautiful warmth that comes through that adds dimension. So keep the sun on the body, protect your face with that sunscreen, and use a bronzer to really bring that uniform look of warmth to the skin, of that beautiful texture. And bronzer's necessary. My mom was fighting me on bronzer for the longest time, like, Mom, listen, you need bronzer. Mom, you need bronzer. She's like, bronzer's for little girls. But once I showed her how to use bronzer and add that warmth back, she probably gained like 10 years back to the complexion because she looked warmer and kissed by the sun and alive without really having to go into the sun and ruin her skin. So it's so essential whether you're 20 or you're 70, bring that warmth in, and do me a favor, don't forget your neck.
Yes.
So important. I see women all bronzed here, a bronzed chest, and this is all white. So take it down, buff that in, chisel out your chin. If you want to lose 5 pounds, don't be afraid, just work it out. Work it out.
And go back behind the ears, ladies.
Yes.
Yeah, remember.
And then if your hair is up, if you're at like a wedding this summer, if the hair is up, get the back of the neck. So this is not just your complexion, this is your complexion. So take it down, warm it up, remember just the 3, and add that all over. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of a different technique on Megan because I wanna show you how you can use bronzer a couple different ways. If you're a little more advanced, I'm gonna use Capri Sun on her. We're gonna take the same brush.
So remember guys, there are 3 different bronzer shades, okay? So this one right over here, Ipanema Sun, this is the one that Alicia used on herself, okay? So if you are a tan to a deep rich shade of skin tone, that's the one that you're gonna use. Right over here in the center, Bronzed Bondi. If you're a medium to a tan, that's when you're gonna use Bronzed Bondi. And then Capri Coast, that's for our fair, light to medium shades out there. My cousin Christina is in the chat, and I know that she just said she wanted to get this bronzer. You're gonna pick the Capri Coast. And remember guys, you're getting it with the brush. I just wanna let you know, this Beauty I Steal price is crazy.
Ridiculous.
$63 is the value. You're getting it home for $34.40 or 6 payments of $5.73. And guys, if you use that 6 pay on every item in the show, you get the whole show home for less than $35, okay? That's kind of insane. So pick up any one of these pieces, try them out. Today is the day to do it because that 6 pay is not going to be here forever. So, all right, so we're using this Capri Sun. Are we using Capri Sun on Megan?
Yes.
Okay, so Capri Sun, that's the lightest one on Megan.
Well,
Ooh.
I love our approach because we took a skin tone correct approach of bronzer. So you saw me apply the deepest, which is Ipanema Sun, and then Megan's a fair skin tone. It's really hard for her to find her perfect shade of bronzer. They look too muddy or dirty, right? But you can see this is just that beautiful sun kiss that in the natural, softest way. It's not about like this overdone bronzer. It's about just kissed by the warmth. Now I want to just show you, close your eyes really. This is the most gorgeous shade too. If you want to create a transition shade that also looks really soft and natural, or maybe you got a little heavy-handed with your Ombre Nudes palette that you just bought earlier in the show, take that bronzer and a fluffy brush and it creates the most perfect shade. Do you see that? The most perfect shade of eyeshadow, especially for fair skin tones.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute. This is killing me.
I mean, bronzer, that's how gorgeous these are. You can use them as shadows. You can use it to smoke out that lower lid if you want to just look like you were in Ipanema, in the beach, in Brazil, doing your little samba dance.
Wait, so did you
smoke out the eyes?
Did you use a darker one on her eyes?
No, same one.
The same one.
Capri Coast.
Okay, yes, I was calling it Capri Sun like the drink.
Ooh, that sounds lovely.
It's Capri Coast. It's Capri Coast. Yes, and look guys, the same bronzer on the face. Look, you can apply it lighter, and in fact, you should apply this lighter first and then go,
Absolutely.
Build the intensity.
I love that. Get familiar with your products when you get them home. Don't just go, I know you're excited to get it. I do it too, but just get acquainted. Play with them lightly. You know, really kind of think about it like cooking. You can always add ingredients, but you can't take it away. So start and add. And you saw, I kind of took my time with Megan. She's a fair skin tone, so I wanted to slowly build her so she looks soft. She's a fair skin tone. It's really hard to bronze fair skin tones properly. And you can see she looks fresh. She looks just kissed by the sun. It's not too much. And that's where we excel at BECCA. That's what we do. We are authorities in complexion. And she just looks natural and kissed and by the sun and just fresh and soft. It's not just too much. So this is gorgeous.
Alicia, if you wanted to, could you kind of contour a little bit with this Capri Coast as well?
I'll show you how to do that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back to my shade, which is Ipanema. And you know, you really wanna kind of go in and focus on the hollows of the face. So by contouring with bronzer, you're gonna get a softer effect than maybe contouring with a foundation. So you kind of wanna go in, I like to create an L, get to know my cheekbones. I can feel the thumb right under, and that's where your contour is going to do. Now, contour is meant to create a shadow. So shadows create depth, and they pull in, so they make you look a little bit thinner on the face. So I found my contour. You can try this at home, get to know your face, and then you're gonna bring it in and just really start to create and carve out that contour. You can kind of see how I'm doing that here. I'm really starting at the hairline, and I'm stopping at the end of the brow. Do not extend that contour all the way out. Okay, that's bad contouring. You want to mimic a shadow. So by doing that, you're creating a longer elongation in the face, and you want to just create that small shadow, stop at the end of the brow, and you can see how it starts to chisel out the face. Then you also want to go in on the sides of the forehead and where the temples are and buff that in. So now we have a little bit more depth here, a little more depth here, and then last you want to go in under that chin. So that's kind of contouring 101, and I love doing that with powder because it's softer. Sometimes creams and liquids can be just too difficult for maybe a makeup beginner. So if you want to start, you can kind of use that brush, and that's what's so great about this brush, is it allows you to really get in to those areas of the face. You can even go in and use this on the eyeshadows if you want to create a little bit more. If you don't have the eyeshadow brush that you use at home, you can add that warmth to the lid.
Well, I gotta tell you, the brush on its own is a $25 value, okay? Guys, if you go to Becca's website right now, that brush, $25. Actually, this bronzer is $38 at Becca's own website. Here, for $3.60 less, we're giving you the brush and the bronzer, and we're giving you 6 months to pay for it. And remember, guys, you can actually pick up every single item in this show and not pay $35 a month for it. So remember, just choose your correct shade, whether it's the Ipanema Sun, the Bronzed Bondi, or the Capri Coast. Get those home and try it out for yourself. Let's take a look at Jill. Now, which shade is Jill wearing?
So Jill's wearing our Bronzed Bondi, which is perfect for medium skin tones. You can see she just came back from vacation, so bronzer is a gorgeous product to use to color correct your foundation if it's a little too light. So she's kind of applying it all over. She's using that 3-shape motion that I kind of instructed you earlier, using that sculpting brush to really carve out the areas of the cheek, but add the warmth. You can see we also use it as an eyeshadow on Jill, which looks so gorgeous. She's created this bohemian, beachy, fresh look that is so fresh. She's taking it onto the décolleté, onto the chest to make sure that that warmth is cohesive. That warmth doesn't just stop on the body or the face. It's all the way through.
Wow, look at that. What a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. Now Katya is going to be wearing the Ipanema Sun. This is the darkest bronzer shade that we have. And it really, look at what it does as she's sculpting. She does look like a supermodel. Go figure.
You look like you just came back from Ipanema, Ms. Katya. But bronzer is really interesting. As a deeper skin tone, you may be asking yourself, do I need bronzer? And the answer is yes. Women of deeper skin tones, like myself and Katya, can become very sallow, very yellow, very lackluster. So that warmth is going to add that vibrancy. That warmth is going to connect all of the beautiful foundation and pigment to add that warmth and dimension that we don't naturally have. So you will see that on me, like the skin is awake, the skin is alive. And when I had just foundation on only, I looked a little flat, a little lackluster. And when you have that warmth back onto the skin, you look sun-kissed, you look vibrant, you look alive. Keep that sun off of the face. UVB stands for aging and burning. So this is the no zone, but then you can use that bronzer to bring that warmth, to connect the body to the face. Remember, this isn't just the complexion, this is the complexion.
So one quick question from the chat. Do you put your bronzer on before or after your blush?
I always like to bronze first and add the warmth, add the dimension, and then top off with blush.
Okay.
For a softer, more natural effect.
All right, guys, so that's how you do it. Do your bronze, and then we have a great blush coming up in the show. So you're gonna definitely wanna pick that up because you could pick up the whole show for less than 35 bucks. That's amazing. All right, so check out here. I promised Tammy in our chat that I would go over the shades one more time. I just wanna remind you, this bronzer on its own, $38 at Becca's own website. This brush on its own, $25 at Becca's website. That's $63 if you purchase them separately on their website. Because they love us and because they love you here on VDIQ, they gave it to us today at a steal price, but it's only good for 24 hours, so you gotta get it right now. Today, for 6 payments of $5.73, just choose. Do you want the Ipanema Sun or Ipanema? That is going to be for anyone out there that has a tan to a rich skin tone, okay? You got a deeper skin tone, go for the Ipanema Sun. Right here in the center, Bronzed Bondi. For anybody that has more of a medium to a tan skin tone, you're gonna choose Bronzed Bondi, okay? And then last but not least, ooh, everybody's picking up the Capri Coast, not Capri Sun, Capri Coast.
Don't get it twisted.
Everybody is picking this one up, okay? So if you guys have a fair to a light to a medium skin tone, that one is gonna be the most forgiving. Remember, you bronze with it, you contour with it, you chisel with it, and you use it as your eyeshadow. Just use it with, of course, with an eyeshadow brush. It is gorgeous. So pick it up right now at BDIQ.com or call that number on your screen and ask one of the customer service reps to send it home. But guys, you're getting it home for $5.73 on a credit card over the next 6 months. That is what I call a Beauty IQ steal.
Yes.
You know what that is? That is a brush drop. right there.
Perfect.
That's what's happening. Brush drop on the set.
It is so good. He's
that
got
beauty
to
IQ
drop it like it's
steal.
hot.
That's right. All right, guys, pick that up. It's fabulous. Hey, we have got some fun stuff happening here
They're my
at
girls.
10 o'clock. Do you see these beauties?
Yes.
We've got Lindsay Ellingson. We've got our good friend Jillian from Laura Geller. We've got Alicia Romero here. We've got so many people. And Elise, everybody is going to be here for the 10 p.m. show, which is going to be, you know, those 4 gorgeous ladies. They didn't invite me to the party.
Always invited, Alberti.
I wasn't cool enough to come to the party. But 4 gorgeous ladies are going to be doing their
Girl
makeup
power.
for you. And they're going to be using Laura Geller, Wander Beauty, and BECCA Cosmetics. So you definitely want to come back and watch that whole hour starting at 10 p.m. It is fabuloso. Ooh! It's so like hot on the set. I love it.
I
Okay.
love it.
All right. So I told you that we would be bringing you a fabulous blush up in just a couple of minutes. And you know what? I didn't lie. Here we have